I don't know that, games themselves have changed so much. I think, games got caught in a rut because they just found some things that worked really, really well. Like, it turns out that in a first-person game, trying to shoot some zombies in the head is endlessly entertaining. And I don't know why it is, but it is. And now one of the challenges is, like, how do you get the people that are turned off? They, like, have no interest in zombies, World War II, or any of the things that games usually are about. How do you bring them back and say, like, well, actually, like, games don't have to be about that. They can be about all kinds of other experiences.
I had been for quite a while paying attention to the experimental gaming and indie game scene, and actually university programs as well too. I saw a video on YouTube and went, this is really cool, people gotta play it. And found out, fortunately, that he's at USC and chased him down, and the whole thing was, the original thing he'd shown was an experiment on trying to do awe and wonder on a childlike level, which you normally don't see in games.
Things could be so much stranger than they are, and that people are so focused on sort of reality and the day-to-day life. And I would much rather, kind of explore these like totally other worlds and say, like, well, what if you were in a world that was completely white? What would you do then?
And it starts out in a really interesting world, and throwing these globs of paint, black, splash in. And one of the few things where you see color is, because it gets into the narrative of the story, is you'll see these yellow footprints from the swan that you're trying to chase down. But the unique thing is, it's a non-violent FPS, which is part of the reason I also thought it was cool. It's like, no, you can do an FPS and do something different with it.
For our game, we wanted to create a space that felt really open. Ultimately, it's kind of like going for a walk in an interesting place.
He was heading in a direction he wanted to create a modern fairy tale. There's neat stuff here. We need to see what we can do to help him go along and bring this to everybody.
I think when we get to a point where people feel comfortable sitting down at the dinner table and you talk about what television shows you're into, what movies you're into, when games can join that conversation and when people are interested in talking about games, even ones that they haven't played, I think that will be the moment when we'll think of games as officially being a piece of culture. Everything else is uphill until then.
This is something that people should experience, even if you're not a gamer, even if you don't self-identify as someone who plays games. I think that you would find that experience beautiful.